Okay guys, so here's the thing. Your ability to make money online doesn't always depend on your own skills. It's actually more about your ability to connect the dots. So in our case here, it's all about connecting the right buyer with the right freelancer and racking up money in the process, thus taking full control of your income. Okay, so now let me be brutally honest with you and forget about the hype and all the cliches you might have seen online already, and let me show you how it's really done and why you don't need any skills to get started. Excellent. So here's the plan, guys. Okay, so this is how you can make money online without needing any experience whatsoever. So first, I'm going to show you how you can build your own website. And don't worry if you've never built a website before. It's a very simple step-by-step process. Just follow along and you'll end up with a beautiful website that can make you a ton of money. And the finished website will look something like this, with a beautiful hero section. Right on top, your logo, your different categories with all your different products inside there. If you scroll down, you have a few logos, main categories, featured products. Scroll down, you have a call to action section, a bit of information, and then your footer section. If you go back to the top, you can go to any of those different categories or subcategories or see all your products and services. So right here, as you can see, all the different services we have for sale on the website. And you can narrow it down by different categories and subcategories. So let's say if you wanted to go in logo and brand identity, these are the 3 gigs we have for sale. So let's have a look at business logo design. And right here, this is the content of our product page, as you can see, with all the information required and cross-sale as well. And right here, we can select different plans. So it could be basic, standard or premium, and then we can add to cart and purchase our services. So what exactly will go on our website and how can we monetize it? Well, it's very simple. We're going to promote other people's services as ours. And for this, we're going to use a platform like FIVERR.com. So you may be familiar with FIVERR, and if not, let me show you very quickly. This is basically where you'd find a ton of freelancers who provide their services at a very affordable cost. So let's say if you wanted to promote logo design on your website, as you can see, you get 130,000 plus results just for logo design alone, and you have the top sellers here. So that means these are extremely reliable. And as you can see, this is a top rated freelancer and only charges 26 euros for logo design. So you can easily make a lot of profit on top of this. If you were to set for 150 or maybe 200, there you go, that's money in your pocket. But obviously it's not just logo design that you can sell on your website. As you can see, there's different types of services: video editing, web development, illustration, social media marketing, virtual assistant, copywriting, SEO, translation, business plan, animation, etc., etc. Excellent. So the next step is to select which services you want to resell on your website, and then you'll be ready to receive your first orders. And once you've received the order, go back to Fiverr, process the order, and there you go, guys. This is how you can easily earn money. And then all you have to do is rinse and repeat to generate enough orders to make you a substantial income. Okay, so let's get started with step number 1, which is our hosting. So clearly your website has to be hosted somewhere for your visitors to be able to access it. Now, normally this is where most people get stuck and give up already, because technically speaking, setting up a server is not the easiest task. But don't worry, because I've got the ideal solution for you. And for this, we are going to use Hostinger. So we've used Hostinger professionally for many years now, and the reason why is simple, is because they are super reliable and also super affordable. So this is reason number 1. So you've negotiated special terms with Hostinger, so that means that you can save up to 85% on the cost, and if you use the coupon code MrWeb at checkout, you get an extra 10% discount. And also it's complete hassle-free setup. So basically with Hostinger, we've agreed to have a simplified onboarding process, which makes life easier, and you're going to see it's like a breeze in the park. Excellent. So now let me show you how you can set up your hosting. And like I said, it's super easy to do. So all you have to do is click on the link in the description below where it says get hosting here. And this will bring you to this dedicated landing page that we have with Hostinger. And again, by using the link in the description below, you'll get access to up to 80% discount, which is absolutely outstanding. As you can see, starting price $2.49. So this is a specially discounted price for January. Now, the regular price throughout the year is normally $2.99, which is still very competitive. So click on this button here, start now, and you can choose among 3 different plans. So we have premium, business, and cloud startup. So let's have a look at the premium plan here. As you can see, you can host up to 100 websites with this, up to 25,000 monthly visits and 100 gigabyte of SSD storage space, which is plenty, especially for that price, guys. You know, this is absolutely amazing. Obviously, those resources will increase as the price increases as well. Now, the most important part here is that with hosting, you get free SSL certificates. So this is basically to add a padlock next to your web address. So again, unlimited free SSL. Most web hosting companies charge money for that, like $9.99 per month. Here again, completely free. Free email hosting as well, weekly backup. And including that as well, you get a free domain. So your first domain name is completely free. So it's normally $9.99. Again, completely free with this plan. Now, the only difference between premium and business, as you can see, is the CDN. So what is CDN? Well, it's a content delivery network. So which one should you choose? Well, it's very simple. When you get CDN, that means that your website will have a copy on different data centers, where if you choose premium, it will be hosted in only one data center. So it's really up to you to decide if you are targeting an audience that's local. Now, if your target audience is mostly international, you're better off getting the business plan. Okay, so let's get started with the premium plan. So choose plan. And now here you need to select your billing cycle. As you can see, you can lock in that price for the next 48 months. So that means for the next 4 years, you'll only pay $2.49 per month instead of $12.19. So that means that you make a huge saving of $465 only paying $119. Now you can also select a shorter period if you wanted to, like 24 months, 12 months, or 1 month. But obviously, if you select a shorter period, the price might go up slightly. As you can see, instead of $2.49, it's now $2.99. So the best value is with 48 months. Now, the best part of all, guys, is that I also have a coupon code for you. So click on this and enter Mr. Web, all in capital letters, and apply. So as you can see at the minute, $119, apply. And now it's down to $107. So again, an extra few savings for you. And finally, after this, proceed to checkout to process the order. And once you've gone through the checkout process, you'll be redirected to this onboarding process, which, like I said, is super simplified. So all you have to do is basically follow the steps here. So here, create your login details. So these are your credentials. Enter your email address and password and go to the next step. So here, select what type of website you want to build. So for us, it's going to be an online store, and then click next. And right here, you can select a ready-made pre-built website. So this is really up to you. This is using the Astra theme. So this is the one we're going to use anyways. You know, I like this one personally, but again, it's just a matter of preferences. The principle is the exact same. So feel free to select any of those, okay? So let's go back to this one here on top and let's select this one. And then from here, we're going to untick all of those. So this one, and this one. The only one we need to keep at the moment is WooCommerce, okay? So next. And now you can select the domain name that you want to register. Again, this is completely free. This is included in the plan, which is absolutely great, guys, okay? So enter the domain name that you'd like to register. So I'm going to try Mr. Web Freelance and see if it's available. So type your domain name. And as you can see, the .com is available. So all you have to do now is basically to click on this and then click next to set up your hosting and register the domain name. Very good, and welcome to your WordPress dashboard. So from here, we can start building your website. So let's have a quick look in the front end. So hover on the title of your website here, visit site, right click, open in a new tab. And there you go, as you can see, everything has been imported for us. So this is the actual template that we have in place at the moment, but don't worry, we are going to configure everything and customize everything top to bottom. Okay, so let me show you how we can turn this into your custom project. Okay, so let's start with our initial settings. So as you can see by the side, we have the Lightspeed cache that's activated. So this is a caching plugin to speed up your website. As we build the website, we don't need it right now. So first we go to plugins and right here, locate the Lightspeed cache plugin and deactivate it. Don't worry, we will reactivate it later on once we are ready to launch the website. So now we go to settings, general, and right here we need to enter the site title and the tagline. So basically when people hover on top of your site, as you can see, will display like this, and this is basically what they will see. So this is nice for your visitors to know exactly which tab they are on, and also for SEO purposes. So let's say Mr. Web services, and then the tagline could be anything. So if you're mainly into design or something like this, maybe write a tagline that's related to design. That will help visitors know exactly what your site is all about. Okay, so for instance here, we could have something similar to this. So for all your web and graphic design needs. So no S here, there you go. And then if you scroll down, you have the site icon. So this is a small icon that will display next to the description here. So if you have it handy, you can upload it now, and the size should be 512 by 512 pixels. So let me upload this. So upload file, select file. And then as you can see, I have one here already. So open, and then set as site icon, crop image. Very good. And now we have a quick preview of what it looks like. Okay, so this is perfect. Let's scroll down the page. Make sure that your admin web address is correct, because this is where you will receive all your inquiries. Scroll down the page. You can set your language, the date format, the time format as well, and then save changes. And now we're going to go here directly to permalinks. And this is one of the most important ones for your visitors and also for SEO. So there's two of them to set here. So the first one is the permalink structure for your WordPress website itself. As you can see, I have plain, day and name, month and name, numeric, post name, and custom structure. So the one we're going to select is this one here, post name. So make sure to select this one. Again, this is very important for SEO purposes. So that means that if you create an About Us page, it will show your domain name /about-us, which is easy for your visitors to know exactly where they are. And most importantly, from an SEO standpoint. And then we do the same with our product permalink structure. So this is for our e-commerce, which is the most important part of our website, because we'll be selling products. So you have default, shop-based with category. The best one for SEO purposes is this one here. So basically you'll have your store, your product category, and then the product name. And as I'm going to show you in a second how to create a categories and products, this is the best for SEO purposes. After this, save changes. Very good. So this is everything for our initial settings. And now let's take care of our main categories and products as well. So as you can see, WooCommerce, this is our e-commerce plugin. And right underneath, we have the product. And as part of our product section, we also have the categories, tags, attributes. So first we need to create our category. So click on this one here, and right here by the side, as you can see, we have three main categories with accessories, men and women. And then we have subcategories, men's jeans, shirts, shoes. And then for women, we have probably handbags, jeans, shirts, and shoes as well. So obviously we don't need any of those. These are not related to what we're building here. So what we can do basically is to bulk select them all and then delete them. Okay, apply. Excellent. And now we can start afresh. So like we said, we're going to use FIVERR for this. So let's go to the FIVERR website. As always, I've left all the links in the description below. So this is what the homepage looks like at the moment. It may vary throughout the year, but it will be roughly the same. So this is what the website looks like at the minute, at the time of recording this video. So clearly it can change throughout the year, but it will remain roughly the same, you know. So you'll find those categories. You can see you have programming and tech, graphics and design, digital marketing, writing and translation, video and animation, etc., etc. And now that's really up to you to decide which of those categories you want to add on your website. So remember, the tagline for our website was for all your web and graphic design needs. So maybe we could use this one here and this one, and perhaps a little bit of digital marketing as well. So this would be our main three categories that we could create on our website. Okay, so let's do that together. So we have programming and tech. So let's create this one first. And for this, simply type the category name here and then add new category. Very good. And then the next one is graphics and design. Very good. And again, all we have to do is to add the new category. And the last one is digital marketing. So let's add this as well. Excellent. And then add new category. So there you go. So we have three different categories now. So let's go back to the FIVERR website and click on any of them. So let's start with graphics and design. Very good. And from here, if you go back on top in the menu section, you have the complete breakdown of all the subcategories under graphics and design. So you have logo and brand identity, web and app design, visual design, product and gaming, marketing design, print design, etc., etc. So now that's really up to you to decide which of those subcategories you want to add to your website. So an obvious one would be normally logo and brand identity. So let me copy this and add it to our website. So I'm going to add the name here. Now be careful, this is a subcategory, okay? So now we need to select the parent category. So right here, this is part of print and design, okay? So let's add this, add new category. And as you can see, it goes under the print design section, okay? And then we can do the same with a few others. So maybe web and app design. So Control C, Control V, again, under this subcategory. And we do the same with the next one, maybe. Let's go with print design as well. Okay, so let's add this. This is print design. Very good. So add new category. Excellent. So this is our current breakdown. So we have print and design. So we have print design, web and app design, and logo and brand identity. And then we can do the same, obviously, with the others. So I'm going to do that very quickly now. Very good. So we have our three main different categories. So we have digital marketing, print design, and also videos and animations. And underneath them, each have their own subcategories. So this is basically how you create the main structure of your website. So this is super important because this is the foundation of your main website, obviously, you know. And then after this, we are going to create our attributes. So click on this one here. So what are attributes exactly? As you can see, by default, you have color and sizes. So when you have variable products that might come in different sizes and different colors, this is where you can create your attributes. So in our case, obviously, we're not going to use sizes or color, but instead something else. So let's go back to the FIVERR website and let's go back to the logo design category and let's select a gig. So maybe this one here, click on it. And once it's open, as you can see, it comes with different plans. You have basic, standard, and premium. And then if you scroll down the page, we have a comparison table here. So that's basically all the different features available for each and every plan. So maybe what we can do is to create a plan structure similar to this, okay? So then we go back here to attributes. So let's call this one simply plan type and then add attribute. Very good. And now we can configure the terms. So click on this one here. And now we can create our three different plans. So as you can see, again, we have basic, standard, and premium. So we're going to create the first one. So basic, standard, and then premium. There you go. As you can see, those plans have been added. Now, if you refresh the page, you will notice that they are displayed alphabetically. So basic, premium, and standard. So use the toggle here, the handle, and then reorganize them because we want basic, standard, and premium in this exact order. Very good. So this is our main structure created now. And now we can finally add our products. So now we go to all products. So again, these are all the demo content that was imported when we installed the theme. So we're going to delete all of them. So bulk action. So select them all, bulk action, move to trash, apply. And you might have to do that a few times because there's more than one page. And then again, bulk action, move to trash, and then apply. And if you want to delete them completely, you can go to trash again and delete them and then delete permanently. So that's basically it. Okay, so now we're sure that they're not on the website anymore. Very good. So as you can see, all the products were deleted and now we can start afresh with our new products, our new services. So now let's click on create product. Excellent. So the first thing we need to add is the product name. So we go back to our gig here. So I will create a modern, minimalist, professional business logo design. So maybe we just go with this because we don't need the I will create a. So Control C and then Control V and capitalize this one here. There you go. So modern, minimalist, professional business logo design. Perfect. So right here, as you can see, you have create product with AI. We are not going to use that. It's super handy, but it doesn't apply to us because we're going to basically copy and paste the content from here. So we don't have to create a content using AI. So you can close this for now. And then now we need to add the product description. Now, if you scroll down the page, you'll find also a short description. So they both serve different purposes. So what we're going to do first is to create the product, save, and then I'll show you where those two go, okay? So in the product data here, I'm going to make sure you select a variable product because again, like we said, this one comes with three different options, basic, standard, and premium. So this means it's a variable product, okay? So right here, you go to attributes and make sure to select the attributes that we created. As you can see, you have color, size, and plan type. Select plan type. Excellent. And now select all attributes. As you can see, this one comes in basic, premium, and standard. Now you save those attributes. Excellent. Now we go to variations and we're going to generate all the variations. So it's going to create 3 sub-products within that product. And that way we can have a different price structure for each one of them. So generate variations and then agree. Excellent. As you can see, you have basic, standard, and premium. Now you can expand all. Very good. And as you can see, you have the price of the basic plan, the price of the standard plan, and the price for the premium plan. So now it's up to you to define those prices. So let's go back here. So the basics is $50.94. So maybe you sell this one at 99. Okay, so 99. So 100 basically, you know. And then you go to the second one, standard. So the standard one here is 101, so maybe you double the price of 199 perhaps. Okay, a nice profit margin on this. And then here we have the premium one. How much is this? 254, and here you go for 499. Okay, so you double the price, and that way you're guaranteed to make a ton of money as well. Okay, and then you have the stock status. It should always be in stock, obviously, because you can order that any given time, so no problem whatsoever. So go back to the top here. As you can see, all of them have a picture, so you can click on this to upload an image. So select the image that you want. So logo design, normally we can select one of them. So I'm just going to select this one here as an example, okay? So set this as variation, and you're going to do the same with the others. Now, if you're using the same picture for all of them, you don't have to do that here. This is only if those variations have different images, in which case you simply go back to the top here, and we're going to add the product image, which is this one, and then simply select that one, and it will display for all the variations regardless. So that's really up to you, depending on what you want to do with your website, obviously, you know. Excellent. So now that this is done, let's save the product, update. Very good. And now let's go back to the front end. And as you can see, this is what it looks like. So now we have the logo, we have the title here. So this is the name of our gig. This is the price. And as you can see, you have three different options: basic, standard, and premium. As you can see, the price will change accordingly. Now, obviously, you want to indicate what basic is, what standard is, and what premium is. And this is where the description comes in. So basically, the product description here will display here at the bottom. And then the short description will display here between the price and those different plans. So basically, here in between would be a nice way to indicate what those plans are, okay? So let's go back here. So we go to our short description for this right here. And now we're going to add those different plans, okay? So you have basic. So we can select this, and then this is our description, okay? So I'm going to go here, we type basic, and then paste, and then we're going to add the other two. So this one is standard, so copy this, Control C, and then standard, Control V, and then we're going to add the premium one. So this is the one here, Control C, and this is premium, Control V, okay? Now, obviously, you want to add the lead time as well. As you can see, 3-day delivery and unlimited revision. So you can copy this, Control C, and right here, maybe in brackets, Control V, okay? Now, I'm going to add a comma here and no spacing in between. And we can do the same with the other two, okay? So standard, this is 2-day delivery, unlimited, and this is 2-day delivery as well. So I'm just going to copy and paste this, Control C, Control V, spacing here. So this one is 2-day delivery, and this one is 2-day delivery as well. There you go. So that's perfect. So let's update again, and let's have a quick look again in the front end. And there you go. As you can see, this is displaying fine. Absolutely great. Now, to be honest, I think the font is a bit too big, and maybe we should put this in bold. So let me show you how we can do that. So we go back here, we go back to our description here, put this in bold, this in bold, put this in bold. Okay, so again, let's update this and refresh. There you go. So that looks a lot better already, but I think that font is too big. I think this should be a little bit smaller. I think we should have the same font maybe as basic, standard, and a premium. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. You cannot change the font, unfortunately, from here. Unless you want to play with HTML code, but that comes a bit too complicated. So I'm going to show you a little trick, okay? So now we go to Appearance, Customize. So right-click and open in a new tab. Okay, very good. And as you can see, you have additional CSS here. So we're going to add a bit of CSS code. And as always, I'll leave everything in the description below, okay? So all you have to do is to copy the CSS code I left in the description. And right here, as you can see, this is the CSS code, and this is where you change the font size. So I selected 12 pixels, but play around with it. Maybe you prefer 10, maybe 14. Again, that's really up to you. Once you have this copied here and published, go back here and refresh. And as you can see, that looks a lot more professional already. You know, I think it was a bit too overpowering. The font was too big. That's all you could see. Whereas actually now, all you see is basic, standard, or premium. It's clear that what you need to do and what the visitors have to do. Okay, I think that looks fine now. And now let's add our main description here, which will display at the bottom here. So we go back here. So this is where the description will go. So again, we're going to fetch this from FIVERR directly. So we go back to our gig, scroll down the page, and there you go. As you can see, the description is right here. All you have to do is copy and paste this. Now make sure that you remove the Z graphics, the name of the freelancer here. So what we can do is just select this, Control C, go back there, Control V, there you go, okay? And now make sure that we remove this, obviously, you know, you don't want to show who's doing the work. People need to know that it's you, basically, that's all, okay? So that's basically it. So we have this, so update again, and let's have a quick look. So refresh, and there you have it. As you can see, this is the description. And as always, read through everything, make sure it fits your company profile, obviously. Very good, so that looks a lot better already. So now we go back to our product, and there's a few more things to take care of. So by the side, as you can see, you have categories. So obviously you need to select in which categories you want to display this. So here again, this is modern logo design. So this will go into print and design, and then logo and branding, just like this, okay? And then if you want to add tags as well, this is to help your visitors find this through your website using the search feature. Maybe you want to type some keywords, maybe like modern, and then logo design or things like this, you know. Again, it's just to make it easier for your visitors to find your products, you know. So again, click update. Let's go back here, refresh, and make sure everything is displaying fine. Okay, very good. So you have the breadcrumbs here. So you can see home, store, print and design, logo and brand identity, and then your product. So we know that the categories are working. Now, if you want to see what the category looks like, simply click on this. And there you go. As you can see, this is our main category, logo and brand identity. And as you can see, modern, minimalist, professional business and logo design. If you click on this, you access the product page itself. So there you go. So this is our first product, guys. So that looks really, really professional. So at this stage, obviously, you would go back to your WordPress dashboard, go back to all products and add as many products as you want. Now, obviously, creating your product start to finish is quite time consuming. So let me show you an easier way to create other products. So what you can do is to hover on top, and as you can see, I have duplicate here. So click on this. And as you can see, you have everything already in here. And all you have to do is basically change the content as you see fit, because most of them will be very similar anyways, you know. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to create a few different products, and then I'll meet you back in a few seconds. Very good. So there you have it. We have 9 different products. So I added 3 to each category, basically. Okay. So this is what it looks like. And if you go back to the front end and we go to our main store, there you go. So these are all the different products. We have 3 different categories and 1 product in each subcategory. So that's plenty good to get us started. Obviously, we would add more than this, but it's just to show you how this works, okay? And now that we have all our products, if you open any of them, you will see at the bottom of the page, we also have related products, which is cross-sell and will increase your chances of converting customers into buyers. Okay, so let's go back to the WordPress dashboard, and now we're going to set up WooCommerce all together. So that means all our different settings, our taxes, and also our payment method, because we want to get paid, obviously, okay? So we go to WooCommerce right here, and then settings, and then enter your store address right here on top. So for instance, something like this, okay? So this is basically your address. And then right here underneath, you have your selling location and shipping location. So in our case, this is virtual product, so there is no shipping involved. So we can disable that all together. So disable shipping and shipping calculations. And where do you sell to? Well, normally you should sell to all countries, because this is digital goods. Like we said, this could be sold anywhere, but it's really up to you. If you want to limit that to specific countries, you can sell to specific countries and then sell the only countries you want to sell to. So let's say we're based in United States. You only want to sell to United States. Well, select United States, and that's basically it, okay? And maybe Canada as well, and that's all, okay? And there you go. So if you wanted to limit this to a specific country, this is how you'll do so. I'm just going to leave it to sell to all countries for now. And as you can see, you have default customers location as well. As you can see, shop, country, region, geolocate, or geolocate with page caching support. In this case, we're going to select the shop country and region as well. Now, if you are registered for taxes, you might want to tick this box here, and I'm going to show you how to set those rates in a second. Do you want to enable coupon codes? Well, coupon codes are a nice way of increasing sales, so I would highly recommend you do so. And then right here, set all the currency based on your location, then save changes. And then next, let's go to the products tabs. So right here, there's not much to change. I would leave everything the way it is. You don't need it basically, but what's important here is the inventory page. Because this is virtual goods, digital goods, we don't actually need to keep stock. So you untick this and then save changes. And now let's set up our taxes. So we go to the taxes tab. So right here, as you can see, will you enter the price inclusive of tax or exclusive of tax? So it depends. If you're selling to B2B, it'll be exclusive of tax. If it's B2C, it's inclusive of tax. Now, bear in mind that if you change this, you have to change those two settings here as well to be coherent, basically, okay? So in our case, we're going to go exclusive of tax because we're most likely selling to businesses, and this is normally how it should be. So save changes, and now we're going to enter our tax rate. So you go to standard rates, and then we're going to insert a row. So click on this and enter the country code, so US. And as you can see, you can select United States, and you can also break this down by state. So this is really up to you. So I'm just going to put a general rate here for the whole country. So let's say 10%, and the tax rate, I'm going to put US tax. Okay, just like this, and then save changes. Now, if you have a reduced rate or zero rate, it's the same principle. If you go there, you can enter the country code, and zero rate, the same thing as well, okay? So that's just done with the taxes. And now the most important part, the payment section. So let's go here. Very good. So from here, as you can see, you can select among 4 different payment methods. So we have cash on delivery, check payment, and bank transfer. So this doesn't apply to us. And then we have Woo payments. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like this solution here. This is using Stripe as a service, basically. They just add their own fee on top, which is going to cost you more money. So let me show you a much more efficient way of getting paid. So for this, we're going to add an additional plugin, okay? So here by the side, we go to plugins and then add new plugins. So from here, right click on it and then open in a new tab, and we're going to add a new payment method. So for the payment methods you want to add, it could be Amazon Pay, Apple Pay, or maybe Stripe, PayPal, whichever it is. All you have to do is to type WooCommerce and then the payment method you want to install. So WooCommerce and then Stripe. Okay, very good. So as you can see, there's quite a few here. So how do you know which one to choose? Well, it will come from basically the amount of reviews they got and the amount of installations. As you can see, 80,000 plus active installations. This one here has 800,000 plus, this one 100,000 plus. So that's really up to you, you know, go by reviews as well, read the reviews and see how positive they are. Now, from experience, this one is the best. This is the one we use for most of our websites now because it's super easy to configure. So install now. Obviously, you can do that with all of them, you know, PayPal and all of them. So it'll be the same principle, and then activate. Excellent. So now we go back to WooCommerce in our payment section here. So refresh. Excellent. So now, as you can see, you have all these different payment methods added. So this is the main one, credit cards by Stripe. So if you click on manage, now you need to connect to your Stripe account. So you go to API settings, and as you can see, click to connect. So all you have to do is basically click on this and then log into your Stripe account. Very good. And then select the company you want to use and then connect. Excellent. So as you can see, we are now connected. So there are 2 different modes. You have the test mode and then the live mode. So for the time being, we're going to leave it at test so we can test the actual platform itself, see if payments are going through. And once we're done, towards the end of the tutorial, we'll set it up to live. Okay, so this is connected up now. And let's put this to the test. Okay, so we go back to the website here. So let's refresh our page. So we're going to select one of those, so maybe basic, and then add to cart. Very good. So we're going to go to the shopping cart now. Excellent. Let's check out. And as you can see, we have our payment method added here. So in test mode, you can use 4242424242 everywhere, any date in the future, and any 3-digit code here, and then place the order. So this is how we can test our platform basically. Now, as you've noticed, once we place the order, so let's go back to our shopping cart for a second. As you can see, we ordered analytics and strategy basic package. So this is $99 US. Now you might want to fetch some information, obviously, to complete the order, to fulfill the order. So maybe we can add this at checkout. So once they click on checkout, you might want to fetch some information here. As you can see, additional information. You might replace this with order details or something like this. And we might want to simplify this as well, because there's quite a lot of information to be entered. So for this, we need to add another plugin yet again. So we go back here, we go to plugins, and then add new plugin. And this one is called Checkout Field Editor. And there you have it. So this is the very first one. So Checkout Field Editor, Checkout Manager for WooCommerce, and make sure it's the one by Theme High. So install now and then activate. Excellent. So as you can see, the plugin is now activated. So if you go to WooCommerce, you'll find this tab here, Checkout Form. So click on this. And this is basically all the different fields we have in our checkout process. So as you can see here on top, we have first name, last name, company name. And right here, we have first name, last name, company name. So some of them are required, as you can see, and some are not. So if you wanted to delete those, billing address to and billing company, all you have to do is do this and remove. But we're just going to keep them for now. So what we want to do basically is to add a field in the checkout process. So you go to additional fields, and then right there, as you can see, you have the order comments. So if you scroll down the page, that's basically why it is additional information. So what we want is basically to fetch a different type of information related to the product we just ordered. So let's go back here. So let's add a new field, and then we can delete this one afterwards. Okay, so add new field. So what type of field is this going to be? Well, I suppose text area is probably the best, you know. And then we need to give it a name. So order, perhaps details like this, okay? And here the label should say as well order details, just like this. And then we have the placeholder here. So this is basically what they will see inside the box. As you can see, note about your order, da. So that's the same thing, okay? So maybe you could have something like, please provide any necessary details to help us complete your order, or something like this, okay? So that's basically it. So save and close. So now we can save our changes perhaps, and maybe you can delete this one now that we don't need it, okay? So as you can see, you can edit this and you can disable it, okay? Save changes, and now we can delete it all together. So remove and then save changes. There you go, now it's gone. All we have is our order details. So let's go back to the front end, to our checkout, and refresh. And there you go, as you can see, all we have is additional information. Please provide any necessary details to help us complete your order smoothly. And as you can see, this field is now required. Okay, so the best thing to do now is to actually put this to the test. Okay, so let's go back to the top and enter our details. Okay, so perhaps something like this, John Doe, the address, and then our details here underneath. So I want to increase the traffic coming to our website by harnessing the power of social media. We specialize in custom furniture aimed mostly to customers in the New York area and surroundings. So like I said, to test this, all you have to do is type 4242424242, any expiry date in the future, and any 3-digit code. So let me do that quickly. So perhaps something like this, and then place order. Very good. As you can see, this is the order confirmation. So this has been placed. So we have Analytics and Strategic Basic Package 1, $99, and the order has been paid. And these are details. And as you can see, you have the order details with our specific note regarding this order. So let me show you how you handle this in the backend now. Okay, so let's go back to our WordPress dashboard, and then we go to WooCommerce. And as you can see, there's a little number 1 here next to the order. So that means we received an order. Very good. So there it is. So this is our orders. This is what you will see from the backend. As you can see, John Doe placed an order a minute ago, and the status at the moment is processing. So how do you process the order? Well, very simply. Now you open this, and you can see the order details. So that's been paid. He ordered Analytics and Strategy, and this is the order details. As you said, I want to increase the traffic, okay? So now from here, you're going to go on to the FIVERR platform. So we go back here, as you can see, okay? You're going to find your gig. So maybe somewhere here, you know, digital marketing, where you wanted to increase the traffic. So you're going to go to social media marketing as requested. Now you're going to find a gig at a reasonable price, maybe this one here, €16, and you're going to place the order with that person here, okay? So that's basically it. Place the order, and once you have placed the order, you can update the customer, okay? So you go back here, and then scroll down the page. You can see order notes. So you have private notes, and then note to customer. So as you can see here, you can type some text. So maybe order has been assigned, to one of our staff members or something like this, you know, whatever you want to say really, you know. Please allow 2 to 3 days for completion. Okay, and now you can add this, and now your customer will automatically receive this message, so he knows exactly what's going on, you know. Now, if you wanted to contact your customer immediately yourself, you can fetch the email address and then contact him via email, all the same, you know. So that's really up to you the way you want to handle this, but it's probably easier from here because you can get a full breakdown of what's happening. But that's really up to you, really. Again, that's how you want to manage your business, basically, okay? And now, just to show you from the customer's point of view, this is the email you will receive. Hi, John, the following note has been added to your order. Order has been assigned to one of our staff members. Please allow 2 to 3 days for completion and the breakdown of the order. So they know exactly what's going on, which is always very important to keep in touch with your customers, you know. So this is one step done. And then after this, you go back to the order here and you can set the actual status, okay? So as you can see at the moment, it's processing. And then you have completed as well, refunded, cancelled, depending on what you're going to do, like, you know. So once the order is completed, mark it as complete, update, and that's basically it. That's you done with that one. If you go back to orders, as you can see, this one is taken care of. And obviously, you have the full list of all your orders right here as they come in. Excellent. So the last step now is to actually customize the front end. So this is our homepage. So we need to change the logo, the menu section, the hero section. We have 3 different call to action buttons here, but the images in the background are wrong. Obviously, this is all about clothing, so we need to take care of this. Add our featured product, maybe call to action, etc., etc. So let's go back to the WordPress dashboard. So from here, we go to pages, all pages, again, open in a new tab. And let's check all the pages. So I'm going to locate the home page, which is this one. As you can see, it says front page. All you have to do is click on it to open it. Okay, very good. So this is the built-in page builder that comes in WordPress. That's called Gutenberg, and it's a very simple one to use. So let's say if you wanted to edit this, all you have to do is to hover on top, select the text, and now we can change our heading. So we said the tagline of our website was for all your web and design needs and graphic design needs. So maybe we can change this to that, okay? So for all your design needs, okay, just like this. And right here we have a subheading. So as you can see, 25% off on all products. So maybe not for us because we want to retain a good product margin. Maybe you can add maybe some explanation related to this, okay? So let's say maybe graphic and web design services, okay? So this way, obviously, someone landing on your homepage will know exactly what is it that you do. For all the design needs, graphic and web design services. Very simple, okay? So don't try to overthink this. Just put it flat the way it is. It's simpler, you know? The clearer, the better. So here we have 2 call to action buttons. So maybe find more, we can get rid of this one and link this to our main shop page. So we can do so very easily. Okay, so let's remove this one, click on it, and then 3 dots here and then delete, okay? And this one show, we're going to change the link basically, okay? As you can see, this is a button. And now we can link this to our actual store, okay? So we scroll down the page here. As you can see, you have content. And this is where you put the URL. So basically, the store is very simple. It's /store/ and then save. And let's put this to the test, okay? So we go back here and refresh. For all the design needs, graphic and web design services, shop now. And there you go. As you can see, this is being redirected to the proper page. So we can go back to the home page and take care of the background image here. Obviously, this is not what we need. This is for clothing. So we need something more related to our field, okay? So you click on the main frame here. If you go to style, this is where you'll find the picture, okay? So you can basically delete it. So remove this and click on the plus sign to add a picture. So you can search for an image. It's built in as well, you know? So maybe let's put web design perhaps, or graphic design. Try one or the other, no? I think this is not too bad. This is not too bad either. Now, bear in mind that the text should be visible, but don't worry, you can slide it left or right and as well, you know, you can change the position. So find something that would be suitable for this type of environment. So if you don't find anything, don't worry, you can always add an overlay color as well to add more contrast with your text, okay? So if you go back to the top here, let's try maybe graphic design instead, okay? So again, we have the same picture here. So we might try this one, perhaps this one. I'm going to try this one, okay? So insert. Very good. As you can see, that's been added. And actually, it's easy to read. You can see what's happening. I think that's not too bad at all, actually, you know. and we have parallax effects as well. So this is absolutely fine. Now, to be honest, you might have to try 2 or 3 different images, see how it goes, but that's basically the gist. Okay, so we're happy enough with the hero section. We're going to keep it. So let's move on to the next one with all these different logos here. So this might be handy. You know, this is called image gallery. So you can add different logos of companies you've worked with, or instead of companies you've worked with, maybe you could use famous software that I use in the industry, like Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, Premiere Pro, or something like this, you know. So to change the logos here, all you have to do is to click on Edit Image Gallery and add them here. So that's very simple, pretty self-explanatory. And then we can move on to the next section. So this one is pretty important. So if you click on this, we're going to change those images here. So obviously we said we had 3 different types of categories. We had digital marketing, print and design, video and animation. So maybe you can find pictures that are related to those 3 different categories. And then those buttons here, we can redirect them directly to those categories right there, okay? So let's do that together. So we go back here, change the image. So the first one we said will be digital marketing. So I'm just gonna copy this. It's probably easier. And we go back here. So change image, search, look for digital marketing. I think this one is very nice, but again, we need to be careful and cautious that the text still stands out, you know. So you might find something else, maybe this one here, okay, insert. Excellent. So again, this is readable, no problem, but you can change the position. As you can see, we don't see much. I can change the position. All you have to do is to drag it somewhere else. So maybe here the focus could be on the laptop itself. So I'd go maybe halfway, just like that. Yes, this is perfect. You know, this is giving us the full idea of what it is. And now we can change the content. So this one, like we said, is digital marketing. You're going to put a small description here. And now we are going to link this directly to that category. Okay, so we're going to fetch the category. So as you can see, this is the one here. You can either click on it and fetch it from here. Or if you go back here, you can just right click on it and then copy link address. Either way is fine. And then from here, we go to call to action. This is the button and we're going to add the link right there. So Control V. Okay, very good. And then I'm going to do the same with the other 3 here. So there you go. I've done that now. So let's go back to the home page and refresh. So home page right here. Okay, so nice. Oh, lovely. This for all your design needs. Graphic and web design services. Scroll down, you have all the different logos, and these are main different categories. You can see digital marketing, print and design, and video and animation. And if you click on any of them, it's going to bring you directly to the category itself. So super efficient so far. So let's carry on with the rest. So let's scroll down our page. So now we have our featured product, and as you can see, this is using a short code. So 5 columns and 10 items. So this is up to you to define how many you want to display. Now, how do you display your featured product? Well, you have to set your product as featured first. So we go back here now. Okay, we're going to keep it the way it is. We go to products. And as you can see, you have all these different products. So those you want to show on your home page, you will have to basically set them as featured. So from here, select those that you want to show on your home page. So maybe 8 of them out of 9, you know. So I'm going to go maybe with this one, 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 and perhaps this one as well. Okay. And now you go to bulk action, edit, then apply. And then from here, we're going to set it as featured. As you can see, featured. And I'm going to say yes, update. Very good. So now if you go back to your home page, so first here, save it, make sure it's saved. Okay. And then refresh, scroll down the page. And normally, as you can see, now we have our products. So obviously it doesn't display properly. What we need to do is to have 4 columns across and then 2 rows. Okay, so I'm going to set this up here. So instead of columns 5, we're going to have 4 and then limit it to 8. Okay, just like this. So save, again, refresh. And there you go. As you can see, that looks absolutely fantastic. So imagine someone landing on your website. Look at this. That looks very, very professional indeed. Scroll down, the logos, your different categories, featured products. Look at that. And now let's take care of the rest. Okay, so we go back here. Again, scroll down the page. So clearly here we have a big call to action section. So let's make use of it. So if there is one specific gig you want to emphasize, maybe the one you make the most money on, you know, maybe a logo design or maybe business card design or something like this, I would add it here, you know, a nice background image, maybe with business cards, and then you can put a special price or something like this. Forget the coupon code for now. We're going to use that later with the email marketing section. We'll include that in our footer section, which is actually here. This is where our coupon code will be with our form as well. But for now, let's focus on this one here. And maybe, like I said, we could have maybe business cards and then a special price and link it to the gig itself, okay? So let's do that together now. So a limited time offer, always very good. And then special edition. So maybe specially discounted price, exclamation mark. And then right here, we're going to delete this altogether. Okay, we don't need it. So delete. And we're just going to keep this, okay? So perhaps we could have something like this. You know, first impression lasts forever. Maybe it's time to get your business cards redesigned by our professionals and then shop now. And then you can link this maybe directly to a specific gig, you know? So let's go back here. Let's go and have a look at our products or brand identity. Maybe this one, okay? So Control C. And we're going to link this again there, okay? So paste the link there, okay? Just like this, and then save. So let's go back to the home page as always. Put this to the test, you know, as we scroll down the page. As you can see, limited time offer, special discounted price, shop now. And there you go. This is our brand identity services. So this is perfect. So let's go back here. The only thing left now is to change the image in the background. And again, click on it, change image. Go there and then maybe business cards, okay? And then select one of those images. So it could be this one or that one or whichever really. I'm just going to go with this one, okay? So just insert. Okay, so that's not too bad. Now, as you can see, there's some sort of gradient here. You can change the color if you wanted to as well, you know. Scroll down the page, you can see you have overlay type. So this is basically a gradient overlay. And then you select your colors, okay? So that's really up to you, or just one color on its own. So I'm going to select maybe a darker color, maybe like this, okay? And then you can increase the opacity, as you can see, you know? So there's more contrast between the text and the background. I think that looks a lot better already like this. Okay, so happy enough with this section. So as always, click save, and then let's move on to the next one. So right here's a bit of information about yourself and to build trust and authority, obviously, you know. So worldwide shipping, best quality, best offer, secure payment. So here basically feel free to add whatever set of information you feel that is going to be of importance to your customers, you know. Now, if you wanted to change the images and logos here, you can do so again very easily. Click on this, and as you can see, everything is here by the side. Image and icon, all you have to do is change the image, and there you go, it will reflect back here, okay? So I'm just going to leave it as is for now. You understand the principle, and that's basically it. So once you're done, click save. That's it, okay? And then as always, go back to the home page and actually test it physically, okay? So this is fine. This is looking good, perfect. Test all the buttons as well. Make sure they are redirecting to the proper pages. And as you can see, that looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? Oh, I really love this. And then that's basically it. Okay, so we're done with this now. So now we need to take care of the header and footer section as well. So back to the WordPress dashboard. So let's go back to appearance and then customize, right click, open in a new tab. So first, let's change our logo. All you have to do is to hover on top. As you can see, you have a small pencil. Click on this. And there you have it. As you can see, the logo itself. And now you can change the two pictures here. So there's two logos, a regular one and Retina display, depending on the screen resolution. So what we need to do is basically click on this and then upload file, select file, and upload your own file. So I have a Mr. Web here in white, as you can see. Okay, open. And then choose image. Very good. As you can see, it's not displaying because I have a 4K screen here. So we need to go for Retina devices now. So click on this one, select the exact same and choose image. And there you have it. Now it is displaying Mr. Web logo. And then if you scroll down, you can change the size as well. So use the slider here to make it slightly bigger or slightly smaller. Feel free to change this. Don't make it too big, guys. Okay. Happy medium, maybe 200, just like that. Okay. So click publish, go back to the front end, go back to the top, and let's refresh and see what it looks like. Perfect. That looks beautiful. So next to our logo, we have the menu section. As you can see, it says everything here. So we need to change that. Again, if you go here, hover on top, click on this, you can select the menu itself, configure menu. As you can see, you can add your items right there, but it is using the main menu. So this is our primary menu. You cannot change this from here. And that's why I keep all different tabs open. Now we can go back to the dashboard. And right here, we're going to go to appearance and then menus. Excellent. So right here on top, make sure that you select the right one, which is the primary menu, main menu, select. And there you go. As you can see, all we have is everything. So this is not what we need. So click on that now and then remove. Okay, perfect. And now you can add whatever you want from this side. So you have all the different pages, all the different categories if you wanted to, custom links and WooCommerce endpoints, okay? But you can add more than that as well. So if you go to the top screen options, you can also add your product categories, your different brands if you wanted to, formats, tags, forms, products, etc., etc. So in our case, we're just going to use the product categories, okay? So you can close this now. And if you go by the side, as you can see, you have all the product categories. They're all lined up here. So you could add them actually physically to your main menu if you wanted to, okay? And then we can add the other pages as well. Now, as you can see, they're not all here. So if you go to view all, these are actually all the categories. Now you can select them all and then add to menu. So maybe what you can do is to have digital marketing as a menu item and these are sub-menu and so on, okay? So we can just basically add them. We're going to remove uncategorized, so we can delete this one, okay? So remove. And the others, we can indent them a little bit. So we have digital marketing. Now, if you grab this, indent it a bit, this will become a subcategory under digital marketing, just like this, okay? And then we have print and design, so I can move this, move that, okay? And then the same with video and animation. So indent those just like this, okay? Excellent. So this is our different categories. So we can save the menu and put it to the test again. So refresh. Excellent. So digital marketing, print and design, and video and animation. So that looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? Now, most people would know that to go back to the homepage, you have to click on the logo. But if you wanted to add the homepage here, no problem. You can go back here, you have your pages and find the home page basically, okay? So view all, home, add to menu. This is home page, save menu, go back here, refresh, and there you go. That's just a matter of preferences. Some people prefer not having it. Some prefer to have it. It's really up to you. But be honest, guys, that looks absolutely amazing, doesn't it? Now, you may have noticed we have two different links here, about and contact us. So maybe you could add the home page here instead. That's really up to you. I'm going to show you how you can change these now, okay? So we go back to this section here. So view all, we're back to our main section. So if you hover on top again, this is a menu. So which menu is this? Well, we have it. This is the secondary menu, okay? So you can edit this as well. So if you go back here, go to secondary menu, select, as you can see, about and contact us. So that's really up to you if you want to add these or not. Maybe you want to add your home page here. So just add, there you go, and then save menu. If you go back here, refresh, there you go, have home, about and contact, in which case you would remove this one from the main menu. So you go back here, main menu, this is the one, select, and then home page, and then you can remove this one, save settings, go back here, refresh, and there you go. I think that's a very, very neat layout, to be honest. Most people would go straight for the different categories looking for your products. If they want to come back to the home page, they would know to click on this, but they can always click on this one here by the side or go to the About Us and Contact Us page. Okay, and then now let's take care of our footer sections. So again, we go back here, scroll down the page, and then all we have to do is basically hover on top. Again, we're going to change the logo. So simply click on this. And as you can see, you cannot change it from here. This is part of the footer builder widget one. So let's go back to the WordPress dashboard. Scroll down, you go to appearance again, and you go to widgets this time, okay? Excellent. So you can close this. And as you scroll down, you can see you have widget 1, widget 2, 3, and 4, which is basically what we have here. Widget 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? So let's take care of this. So widget 1, this is the one here. Click on the logo itself. Now you can change the image, float file, select file. I'm going to select one with a darker color. Very good. And then select. And then you can change your tagline here. So like we said, is for all your graphic and web design needs. That's all, okay? Then update. As always go back to the front end and put it to the test, okay? Scroll down, there you go, Mr. Web, for all your graphic and web design needs. And now we're going to change this here. So I have the subscribe here. So we're not going to use this directly here. I'm going to move it to this section here and add a coupon code, which will be linked to our email marketing feature. And right here, you could have for her, for him, and then maybe the third category. We're going to change this basically and link them to all our categories, okay? So let's do that. We go back here now. So this is basically it for this one. So we have widget builder 2. And if you click on this, as you notice, this is a menu again, okay? So what we're going to do is open this again in a new tab. So menu, open in a new tab. So this one is for her, okay? So let's go here, for her, select. So instead of this, we are going to have the product category. So if you open this, the first one will be videos and animations. So Control C, Control V, okay? Then we can delete those. So bulk select, select, and then remove all items. And what we're going to do is select all and add those ones here, okay? So 1, 2, 3, add to menu, okay? Save menu. We're going to edit the next one, which is for him, select. So this one is going to be, again, the product categories, view all. We're going to go with print and design for this one, okay? Print and design. And then bulk select, delete all these, remove. And then we're going to select these and add them. Okay, very good. So save menu. And now we're going to create a new one all together. Okay, so create new menu. So this one is going to be digital marketing. So create. Very good. And now we can add the different items. So go back here, view all. So digital and marketing. So it's those 3 here, and then add menu and then save menu. Okay, so we have 3 of them now. So we have the digital marketing, print and design, and video and animations. And now we can add them to our widgets. So now if you click on the drop-down menu, they're not showing up here. So for this to actually take effect, we need to refresh first. Excellent. So close this again, and we go to widget 2. And now if you click on this, as you can see, for her has been changed. So this is video and animation. So we're going to type this manually, video and animations. Okay, and then we do the same with the other one. So widget 3, okay, click on that. So print and design, so print design, there you go. And then we're going to create this one here in widget 4 as well. So we're just going to remove this one for now. So delete, okay. And then we're going to delete this one as well. Delete, very good. And now we're going to replace the content here with the exact same that we have right there, which is menu and navigation. Okay, so click on this and look for menu. So menu navigation, there you go. So we're going to select the last one we have, which should be digital marketing. And we're going to type this manually, digital marketing. And now update. Let's go back here and refresh. Okay, scroll down the page. And as you can see, I have video animation at 3 subcategories: print design, logo and identity, digital marketing, and so on and so on. So if I wanted a logo done, click on this, and there you go. It's going to bring us to the category itself, and you can select among all these different services. So this is working fine. This is almost there, guys. Okay, so now let me show you how to customize your Contact Us page. So right here, as you can see, you have all those details. You can change that easily, but the most important part is the contact form. So let me show you how you can do that. So we go back here, go back to pages, all pages, and then let's find the Contact Us. So for everything else is the same principle, guys. Okay, so if you wanted to change this, simply click on this, change the details, etc., etc. I'm just going to show you how you can configure the contact form. So this is using a shortcode, and it says Sure Forms ID 3086. So to customize the form here, all you have to do is go back to your dashboard. As always, use different tabs, you know. And as you can see, you have Sure Forms. Go to the dashboard, and right here you have all the forms. So click on that. And as you can see, this is the 13086. And to edit the content, simply click on it. And then this is a simple drag and drop. You have all the different sections here that you can add to your form. So you have name, subject, email, message, and so on and so on. So if you wanted to remove one, click on it and then delete. Right here, okay, delete. And if you wanted to add something, well, simply grab it from here and then add it to your form. As you can see, you can add a text area. You can change the width size as well by using those percentages here. And if you want to remove, again, delete. So this is how you can design your form. So pretty self-explanatory. Now, the most important part, obviously, you want this to reach you. So if you go to form confirmation and email confirmation, this is where you can configure everything. So form confirmation, this is basically the message that your visitors will see. So thank you, da-da-dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da. You can customize this very easily. Email notification will be sent to you. So this is the one that you want to pay attention to, obviously. So if you click on this to edit, and then you can configure everything here. So by default, it will fetch the admin email, which is basically the one, remember, we had at the start. If you go back to your settings, if you go to general, we entered our email address here. Remember this? So this is the one that will be fetched by default. But if you wanted another email address, all you have to do is basically remove this and then type your actual email address. So hello@mrweb.tv, for instance, and that's basically it, okay? So you want the send email to be with your email address, and right here at the bottom you have CC and BCC as well if you wanted to add that to someone else. And then reply to as well should be the admin email, but if you wanted it to be specifically hello@mrweb.tv, you can basically add them here. So if you don't need to CC and BCC, simply delete them. And that's all, guys, okay? So once you have this done, you simply save your settings. Now, if you're based in Europe, you might want to enable the GDPR settings as well. So enable this, and then you can also enable those two different features depending on your own preferences, obviously, you know. And then you have integrations and custom CSS, which we don't need at the minute. So basically, that's all for that, okay? So we can close this and now save our settings. So let's go back to the contact page and refresh. And now we can test it first, okay? So I'm just going to put John, and here test, and then john.doe@gmail.com, and then my message, and then send the message. Okay, so very good. As you can see, thank you. We have received your email, da-da-dee-da-da-da. So go to your mailbox and make sure you received it. So let's have a quick look. And there it is. As you can see, new form suggestion, a simple contact form. John is asking for a test, my message, and that's basically it. Okay, now you can take action and contact the potential customer. Very good. So now that your website is built, and by the way, congratulations to make it up to this point. Now, obviously, if you leave your website the way it is, you're not going to attract much sales. What you want is to increase your conversion rate. And for this, I have the ideal tools for you. So what will happen normally if you leave your website the way it is? Well, visitors might come to your website, decide not to buy, and that's it. That's a sale lost. Now, we are going to use a tool called OMNISEND, which is an email and SMS marketing tool that will allow you to increase your conversion rate. Like I said, 1 out of 7 visitors will be turned into a paying customers. So it's an amazing tool. And the best part, you can start completely free. Okay, let's set this up together now. Very good. So remember, we didn't touch this section here on our website in the footer section, sale up to 70%. And the reason why is because we're going to create our own coupon code and then insert it here alongside our email marketing form and fetch email addresses. And as a result, obviously, you'll be able to turn 1 out of 7 visitors into a new buyer. So this is outstandingly good, you know. So for this, we go back to the WordPress dashboard. We go back to our plugins, add new plugin. And right here, look for OMNISEND. So there's 2 different versions. As you can see, there's OMNISEND for WooCommerce and one that's the generic one. So this is obviously this one because we are using WooCommerce on our website. So make sure to select this one that's for WooCommerce. So install now and then activate. Excellent. And now we need to connect our store. So click on this big button here. Excellent. So you probably don't have an account at this point. So you need to create a new account. So create new account. Very good. And now we are ready to start with OMNISEND, completely free, and they don't require any credit cards either. So enter your email address, password, select e-commerce here, and then agree with the term, and then sign up. And then now go to your mailbox and click on the link in that email, which I did already. And now we can refresh. Excellent. And now we need to fill out our details. I'm just going to put my name, last name, store name, and the store address. So there you go. So David Guerre, Mr. Web Services, and this is the URL of our website. So learnwithmrweb.com, and then continue. Very good. And then enter your details here as well. So just like this, and then continue to OMNISEND. Excellent. So as you can see, it's going to offer us to connect directly to our web store. So just approve here. So it's going to fetch the logo and the colors automatically from our web store, which is fine. I'm going to leave it like this and then save brand asset. So basically here, this is an onboarding process. You can skip this altogether. We're going to do this manually. I'm going to show you all the different steps separately. So you can do this. I'll do this later. I'll do that later as well, and later as well. We'll take care of that ourselves manually, okay? And just to make sure we can go back to our backend here, the dashboard. As you can see, we are indeed connected to OMNISEND, and now we can get cracking, okay? So let's go back to OMNISEND themselves. So there's different sections here. As you can see, you can create a form, which is step number 1. After that, you can create automations as well and campaigns. And this is how you're going to build your audience. And once you've built your audience, after that, you can run reports. So these are basically how this works and how you can grow your audience and generate more money from it. Okay, so step number 1, form. So click on this. So from here, the obvious choice would be to click on this big green button here, but there's another one you want to click on first, view other form types. So click on this. And basically here you can select the type of form you want to build. So what do you want to do at this stage? Well, I suppose we want to collect subscribers, okay? So this is the aim, this is the goal. So collect subscribers and then theme, type, and the form settings. So we can select exactly what we want and then we can place that on our website. So what do we want? We want branded forms, inspirational, holiday celebration. Well, we don't want holiday, definitely not. So maybe branded, okay, just like this. And then the type of pop-up, embedded, landing page, flyout. So in our case, we want to insert it here on our page. So this will be embedded as well. And as you can see, there's only one available that matches all these criteria. So what we can do now is basically click on this. So use template. Very good. So this is where you can design your form. So this is the preview of what it looks like. And right here are all the items, all the different elements that you can use to design it. And this is the behavior, so the triggers basically, okay? So the first step is to enter the email address. After this, you go to success. So that's what they'll see. You're all signed up. You'll start to receive discounts by email and phone. And if someone is already subscribed, they'll see you are already subscribed. So simple, you know. So let's get cracking with this. So what could we do that would entice your visitors to fill out their email address? You need to give them something for free, you know. So this could be anything. Do you want to provide them with a free PDF file, maybe a free coupon code or something like this? So imagine if you were on your website here and you're not too sure, should I go with them or not? $99 US. I don't know, I'm not too sure. You scroll down the page and you can see, special discount code, 20% or 25% off your first order, or even 50%, because you're adding 100% markup here, which is nice, like, you know. So you could offer maybe 25% discount or something like this. This would be enticing enough for me to actually fill out my details, you know. So we can do that, okay? So let's go ahead with that. So maybe instead of don't miss out, maybe get 25% off your first order, just like this, okay? So this is enticing enough. And here you can customize everything. So you have the font size, the weight, etc., etc. So I'm going to put that in bold, and maybe, well, that's fine. I think, you know, we can just keep it like this. And the size maybe a little bit smaller. So let's try maybe 24 pixels. And that's absolutely fine. And then subscribe to that exclusively, send directly to your inbox. We can leave it the way it is. That's fine, okay? And then we have the button here, subscribe, which is absolutely fine as well. I think we can just leave it the way it is. And now, because this is an email capture, there is no triggers to install. We can just leave it the way it is. For the success page, I think this is fine as well. So you'll start to receive discounts by email and phone, which is great. And you are already subscribed. Okay, so all good. So we can use that. All we have to do now is to enable the form. So click on this big button here. And now we can copy the code. Okay, so copy this. And we're going to insert that. And then from here, we go to Appearance, Customize. And then scroll down the page and find this section, which is this one here. Hover on top, you have a little pencil. Click on this. And now we can enter our code. So make sure that instead of visual, you select text. Now delete all that and paste the code we just copied. So this is the one, okay? And then publish. Excellent. So now let's put this to the test. So we go back to our website and then refresh. And there you go. Perfect. Get 25% off your first order. Subscribe to get exclusive deals, and then enter your email and then subscribe. So if anyone comes here and scroll down the page, they're not too sure, maybe I should buy, maybe not. Maybe I look somewhere else, and then boom, I can get 25% off my first order. Sure, why not? Let me enter my email address. So after this, obviously, you want to send them that coupon code, okay? So this is the next step. Now we need to create a coupon code first, okay? So we go back here, exit out of this, and then from here we go to WooCommerce, we go to coupons, create your first coupon, and this is your coupon code, and this is the description. So here I'm going to put 25% off coming from OMNISEND form, so you know exactly what it is, you know, and the coupon code. Well, so you create any coupon code. Let's create one together here, just like this. So DEJ9DYCS, so very unique, you know, so nobody can guess that. And now you need to set up the discount type. So a fixed card discount or percentage. So in our case, it'd be percentage. and then put the amount here, 25% discount, okay? And then publish. Very good, so the coupon code has been created. Now you might want to limit that to only one usage, because obviously otherwise they'll come back, use it and get 25% across the board, which is maybe not the best, you know? So usage limit, as you can see, usage limit per coupon. So let's set this to 1 altogether. So that's really up to you if you want to do that or not. So altogether is just a matter of preferences, you know? So let me update this quickly. And now we can use our coupon code and actually create the email that we're going to send automatically using OMNISEND. So we go back to OMNISEND, click done. And as you can see, automatically they will suggest that we create a workflow to send the discount code, which is the case. If you don't see that screen, you can go to automation. That's the exact same. So let me open this in a new tab. And as you can see, you can create your workflow manually as well. So let's do that together. Okay, so set up welcome workflow and then start workflow and then agree, show my workflows. So this is the one. And now we need to click on those 3 dots and then edit. And now you can customize everything. So first we have the trigger. What will trigger this reaction? It's very simple. As you can see, subscribe to marketing. There's a lot of different options here, as you can see, but in our case, it's obviously once they subscribe, enter the email address. And then what's next? We're going to wait 1 minute. Okay. So you can change the values here, maybe to hours or days or week. So 1 minute is actually perfect. And then we can customize the email we're going to send. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Welcome aboard. We stoked to see you've joined us, etc., etc. So now we can edit the content. So to do so, I'll click on this button here, edit content. So again, as you can see, it's optimized because it will fetch our logo and our colors as well. So we have the shop here and we can insert maybe the coupon code right in the middle. Okay, so right here, we can add maybe a bit of text. So right here, instead of keep an eye out on your inbox for the best offers and discount, we're just going to tell them as promised, here is your 25% off discount code. Okay, and then we can enter it here and I'm going to Control V. Okay, and maybe going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so instead of 14px, let's try maybe this time 25px. I'm going to put that in bold and maybe center it as well right there. Very good. So that looks perfect. And as you can see, shop now, we can link this directly to our main shop. Okay, so if you go back to digital marketing, we will go to the main category, so our store, and then fetch the main URL. Perfect. And we're going to paste it here. So click on this. And right here, as you can see, you can customize, again, everything all together. So how can you link this to your actual website? It's very simple. As you can see, account website. Going to remove this, paste it there. Okay, and that's it. So if you're happy enough with this, no problem. You can keep it the way it is. You can tweak things around, obviously, you know, but that's basically the gist. And then finish editing. And now we want to put this in place. So update. And then we can close now. Excellent. So as you can see, this has been enabled. So let's put this to the test. Okay, so now we go back to our website, go back to the home page, scroll down the page. So this will display on all your pages, by the way. It doesn't matter, you know. Let's try this maybe on the contact us page. If you scroll down, you will find it here regardless, you know. All the pages will display properly. So get 25% off. Okay, I want access to this. So I'm just going to put an email address here and then subscribe. Excellent. So you're all signed up. You'll start to receive discounts by email and phone. And normally within 1 minute, I should receive an email now. So it's been a minute now, and I did indeed receive the email. So there it is. So welcome aboard. This is the code. And if I click on this, it should bring me directly to the website, and now I can purchase something and use the coupon code. So let's say if I was to go with standard, add to cart, and then add to cart. Okay, view cart, sorry. And then here we can go to the checkout page and I can enter my coupon code, which is right here on top. So I have a coupon, I do indeed. And let's enter the coupon code. So let's try it out, okay? Then Control V, apply. Excellent, as you can see, the coupon code was applied successfully. And now I only have to pay $3.98 instead of $4.99. Excellent, so back to OMNISEND. Now if I refresh the page, as you can see, we have 1 email sent, open rate 100%, click rate 100%. and then it will tell you if the customer purchased something or not. So as you can see, guys, this is absolutely amazing, isn't it? So this is for the embed form that we have at the bottom of our page. Now let me show you how you can create a pop-up one that shows up for specific occasions. So we go back to forms now, and as you can see, some of them that work really well is the Wheel of Fortune. You could create this yourself, and let's create a new form together here. So this time we would like to have a pop-up form that will show up, and then for what occasion, as you can see, you have stop product abandonment, gather interest in out of stock, or promote special offers. Maybe you want to stop them leaving your website and not purchasing something, in which case, as you can see, you can use one of them, cart abandonment. And as you can see, the aim of this one is to stop shoppers from abandoning their carts by offering a bonus discount on their orders. And you have this one here, is the same principle as well. Maybe you want to offer an extra 10% discount or whatever. So that way you retain the visitors and they'll end up buying from you. So we're not going to go through this and how to set it up. This is the exact same principle, okay? So after this, obviously, let me come out of this. You will build up a certain audience. Once you've built up a certain audience, maybe 250, 500 contacts, you can then create campaigns. So we go to campaigns, and then you can create your email campaign. So this is where you're going to send maybe a specific email to all your audience at once. As you can see, you can create any emails in minutes, choose from designer-made templates, and add products to your store. So let's create this together. Very good. So as you can see, these are your email settings, and we have a quick preview here. So the subject line. So let's say you want to have a special offer, maybe let's say Black Friday, okay? Black Friday sales, and you can customize this as well with variables. So as you can see by the side, if you click on this, you can fetch the contact's name, surname, the city, country. So maybe Black Friday sale in, and then the city name, maybe, or the person's name. Okay, so let's select the name here. Very good. And now we can tweak this. So Black Friday sales for you, and then the contact name. So let's say Black Friday sale for you, David. Okay, and maybe exclamation mark, just like this. And then right here, you can enter a campaign name. So let's say Black Friday sales right here, and then 2025 maybe, okay? And that's basically it. After this, choose email template. So here you're going to enter Mr. Web, okay? And then choose email template. Very good. So as you can see, there's all these different layouts of dozens of them, you can choose from. So obviously narrow this down by time of the year. So that's most likely in holiday and celebrations. And there it is, okay? Black Friday, excellent. And as you can see, now you can select among all these different layouts, or select one of them, Maybe this one will pop, this one perhaps here, same colors, okay? Use template. Very good. Okay, as you can see, there's a beautiful animation in the background and all that. So how much discount do you want to offer? So let's say maybe 25 again, 25% discount. And then underneath, we have all these different products. All you have to do basically to customize this is change the image, change the title, the price, and then shop now. Link this to the actual landing page. We're not going to spend too much time on this. This is pretty self-explanatory, okay? And once you've designed this perfectly, you can save and choose recipients. So where you're going to send this to all your subscribers or a specific segment. So I suppose in this case, it'll be all subscribers. And then send test email or review the campaign. So let's review first just to make sure everything is okay. So this is our Black Friday special to all our subscribers, and send now. So let's do that, okay? So send now. And now it's going to send this to everyone in your list. Excellent. As you can see, success. Your campaign will be sent shortly. Check its progress in campaigns. So now it's going to send that to everyone. So there's no limitations. You could have tens of thousands of subscribers. It will send that to everyone. So now let's close this and let's go back to campaign. And there you go. As you can see, the status is sent. So obviously there's only one recipient. So we are the only ones who registered on the website at the minute, but you could have tens of thousands all the same. You will send to everyone in just a little while.